thing is, what more can I say, please? On the block that from deep like KB. Every night they, but please don't call them shady. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I gotta for the look, already got good. I got a team full of and really gotta look crazy. I put in a cup, yeah, but that's my baby. I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money.
We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway.
Yeah, baby, here we go, here we go.
Subbing in for L.A., number 13.
Ball. Here comes the screen. Now a steal as the Magic have it. Fultz to Gordon. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Ball. Here's a chance from long range. Second effort. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And if you have the ball in your hands on offense and you're that open and you see the defense sprinting at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shot to not hit you, brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and one every time.
Free throw, good. Three-point play to tie things up at 7. Here's Orlando with the basketball. Take stock of the floor. Markelle Fultz. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. To Stevenson. Nice pass to set things up.
Shoot, shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
Fultz into the front court. Down just a couple. Gordon shot, no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Ball with it up top. Looking to make something happen to Stevenson. Nothing going here on that drive. Ball. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Fultz to Vucevic. Markelle Fultz to Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. Missed his first. That one goes.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Trying to cash in, and the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Fultz to Fournier. Jonathan Isaac. His first effort off the mark. Got it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
The assist from number 13.
Magic own the possession. Deep three at the buzzer. Knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Aaron Gordon with a chance at a 4-point play. Shooting 66% in this contest. And he hits. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I return to the City of Angels after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting.
Stepping in for the Lakers, number 0, Kyle Kuzma. And number 13.
Right.
5 to shoot for Orlando. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Number 13.
In the front court, it's Augustine. We're a minute into the second quarter. To Mo Bamba. And he's going to the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Foul number 2. For the
Mo Bamba at the line. First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. The 7-footer, Bamba with the board. To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Oof.
Timofey Mozgov sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Here comes the screen to Kyle Kuzma. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended. To Mo Bamba. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Kyle Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
number 13.
Augustine with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Can't connect from in close.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Kuzma. piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. That's no good. Here's Rondo with it. His team up by 1. To Caldwell Pope. To Josh Hart. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Magic have it.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Gets it in the right corner. Shot won't go. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Team shops, including the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone.
The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Rondo into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Fires the 3. Buries it.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
It was right there. First half in the books. The Lakers have the lead.
The Lakers have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Magic were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Bench points.
The Orlando Magic had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was gold?
Isaac would have definitely... Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume.
Here we go.
Substitutions, Orlando. Into the game for Los Angeles, number 13.
Short jumper won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Orlando has it. To Fournier. from long range. Off the mark. JaVale McGee. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Grant with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Goes to the right side. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Fournier to Aaron Gordon. To Fournier. The jumper's off the mark. To Kyle Kuzma, beyond the arc for 3. No issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face, he drills it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
That pass stolen by Orlando. And scores.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Nothing going here on that drive. He shoots, off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Into the front court comes Rondo, up by 6. Screen coming. Deep right corner. McGee powers it through.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
And they call it
a simple touch foul.
To number 13. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2. Los Angeles Lakers are in
Gordon.
the penalty.
JaVale McGee with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Screen coming right, screen coming.
To Fournier. And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. And the finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now a steal as the Magic have it. Gordon with a shot off the mark. That ends the third quarter. The Lakers have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the...
We know what's coming. Go get it.
Substitutions. Entering the game for Los Angeles, number 13.
Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Los Angeles, they have it. To Kyle Kuzma. Shot from the lane won't go.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Mo Bamba fires the three, not getting the bounce. Count the basket inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
To Gordon. Here comes the screen. Gordon. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Goes to the left side. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, who saw that coming?
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Kuzma. To Caldwell Pope. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
To Aaron Gordon. Fournier to Mo Bamba. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Knocked loose. That ball's out of bounds. Last touch by a Magic. Desperation shot here from half. Oh, how about that? A three at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
The Lakers added a win with today's solid victory. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all of the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Magic couldn't put it together to get the victory here today.
Game track. Assists.
These guys walked in with the game plan, and they walked out with the win. And these highlights, they tell even more of the story.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game. What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
Right now, Sam. 24 hours, cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trip. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cause I want all the. Hello? Dial 911. No time for the fakers. Courtside at the Lakers. She said 20, this a hit. Girl, you know that's every time I link with him. Make a ice on my arm. Feel like a storm. We make 30,000 in these sweats. 20 up next, that's a bet. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Chill. Told her bye, bye, bye. Chill. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Chill. Got a lot of chill on me. Yeah. Couple M's in jewelry. Chill. I'm a wrist like jet ski. Chill. And I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Chill. Small. Just made my flight. Just made my flight. 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want to. Just want to. I don't want to tell you that my most. Million dollars cash just laying in the floor. All this I saw me dripping. Kicking, she tripping. I'm too rich to listen. Ooh, I'm picking rain still glisten. Chill. So don't lie, lie. Ooh, no you can't stand it. Yeah. I ask you why. Yeah. Cut the check or buy.
Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't getting caught up with you. You should probably call your jeweler, cause none of your diamonds cold. And they supposed to be froze. Ooh. Gucci on me head to toe. If you lie to me, I gotta let you go. Club, all the broke bag. 24, time to show 'em whatever. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trip. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie.
What's going on, folks? It is K-Spade, the Prospect. I'm back today with more news on the one and his team and the win streak that they continue to build upon in this league. That's tough to do in the league, and they're making it look easy. Let's take a look. Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but another win for the one and his team? I'm starting to wonder how far they're going to go with this. All right, folks, this Case Made the Prospect. Signing off. No more news today, but the way the one and his team is gelling right now is definitely impressive. Make sure you tune in for future updates. I'm out till next time, folks.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. I know that it's difficult. I'm stacking this paper, it's sort of habitual. I put a residual and f***ing your like it's part of my ritual, part of the visual. But money you give me it's typical. I wanted it physical. $1 million I count up in intervals. Without it I'm miserable. Don't wanna fall off, so I'm all in my bag. Thinking God like it's biblical. I know it's gonna solve every problem I have. I bought on the principle. Remember the teachers is all of my. Now look all of them pitiful. And all of a sudden I'm so good at math. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die. Oh no, don't stress. Big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. The Los Angeles Lakers.
Substitutions, Denver. Entering the game for LA, number 13.
To Thomas. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Tough make through traffic.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
Down low Plumlee. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Gets it in the right corner. For three. Can't force those. Stevenson misses. To Thomas. Down low Plumlee. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Ball with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
JaVale McGee.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Deep three at the buzzer. The quarter comes to an end. The Nuggets in front. Second quarter set to begin. Some impressive shooting.
Into the game for the Lakers, number 0, Kyle Kuzma. Into the game for Denver, number 5.
No good. And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Barton to Jokic. To Millsap. Fires the three. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. To Kyle Kuzma. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Murray into the front court. Up by 6. Millsap. Can't connect from in close. To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Nuggets have the possession. He buries it off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Rondo with the basketball. Down 6. Here comes the screen. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, Millsap rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Will Barton. Missed a wide open look. Into the front court comes Rondo. Now down 6. Jamal Murray snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Barton to Millsap. J46 wins, not good enough for Denver.
They could have been a playoff team if Paul Millsap didn't miss a huge chunk of the season. But I will say this about the Nuggets. They have the most underrated backcourt in the NBA when you think about Gary Harris and Jamal Murray. Both guards that can do it off the dribble and are both great leaders.
And the rebound claimed by Denver. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Drive by Murray, but he can't finish.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
The assist from number 13.
Murray with the basketball. Up 6. Nothing going here on that drive. To Will Barton. Jamal Murray. And it's Hart there to clear the rebound. Cruises inside for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Denver's ball. Goes to the right side. Millsap. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Nothing going here on that drive. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Oh, a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Jokic.
Big kick right there.
Trying to cash in. Harris's shot won't go.
Come with the screen. Come on here. Come on.
To Kyle Kuzma. Nice pass to set things up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Denver ball right now.
That's me. I got ball.
We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Nuggets have the lead, but not by much. And they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets. The Lakers have kept it close after one half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. And with
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. That's out of Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Paul Millsap. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
He's so good down low. This 4-time All-Star really does a good job of utilizing that body to muscle through contact and finish with the best of them.
Here comes the screen. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Millsap. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Cashes in for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
And don't you dare think about the 4th quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
To Porter. Jokic to Millsap. Paul Millsap. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Desperation shot here from half court. That'll do it. Third quarter complete, and this one's all tied up. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter.
Let's go get it.
The Lakers get the victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the
The Lakers emerged victorious after a tight finish. And it's always great to watch a team with
game trap, field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. See what? No problem. Gotta feel my only son. Gotta feel my little daughter. She cherishes everything that I taught her. Worth more than anything I ever bought her. Any and every track, I'm a slaughter. If I come up short, then they come up shorter. No time to bother, don't even bother. Oh, what your and my kids ever bothered, yeah. I shed some tears when I rush. Be hurting inside, no one notices. Can't let them give me no notices. Just get on the ladder, no good. When that money ain't talking no win. My piece is hitting like I got a pin. I know these don't want me to win. When it is hate, become a trend, yeah. I rob them on, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob them on, cause I know they're robbing me. I rob them on, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't got a lot of me. love for me. Sit right up me outside. That's a flag on the play. You out of bounds, out of place. I can tell you mad by your face. Supposed to be my man, why you hate? Seem like same by the day. So I do my thing, I do it. It's only a few room left, I don't treat them different, love them all the same. Teamwork made the dream work, but you gotta be a team first. You ain't seen hurt, you ain't put in work, you just wanna rock the team jersey. Wanna be first, you ain't merged, you just quit on me like you was worth it. I can't even lie, yeah, that hurt me. The red is short. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. See word, made the dream work. See word, made the dream work. See word, made the dream work. See word,
it's filthy. Nah, teamwork make the dream work. Half these rappers never seen work. Bad do Celine purse. She gon' to a dirt. They don't want pressure. Name it on the West Fresher. BK with my fresher. See the texture. Money on head, bitch. Time worth some. Seminary gon' some. And your baby mama gon' some. 26 on a bench truck with a bad from Dykeman. She Dominican, but she light skinned. Might beat that indictment. This is celebrate. Got 1,000 ones and 1,000. Them seminary boys get money. Where you from? Just 1,000 buns. My Philly got a. She only on the weekend. She mad as at me right now because I was her best friend DM, Miss Field.
We come to you live from sunny Southern California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
One's a logo, but both Jay are legends. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers. Jay, I wouldn't confuse this team with the Houston Rockets, but there is no question the Pacers are built to play fast.
Yeah, one of the fastest teams in the league, and I think depth this year will help them towards the latter part of the season, particularly in the playoffs. Last year, you felt like you saw Victor Oladipo get a little bit tired, but now due to better conditioning, you add on a guy like Tyreke Evans, you have guys like Corey Joseph. This team is loaded with depth.
Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. He even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
And he missed the free throw. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Oladipo. Evans. Five to shoot for Indiana. Over to the right side. Matthews. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Scores from the post. 4-2. This quarter's in the books. The Lakers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we...
Subbing in for the Pacers, number 11, Domantas Sabonis. Into the game for the Lakers.
Wide open look, won't go. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Matthews. Here comes the screen. Working hard on the glass. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Rondo with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Gets to the basket and scores.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Pacers control. And look out.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Goes to the right side. To Kyle Kuzma. 4-3. Oh, that's how it's done.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that, whew.
To Evans. To Matthews. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. He hits.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Kyle Kuzma. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
To Evans. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Kyle Kuzma. Tough make through traffic.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Evans. To Matthews. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Here comes the screen. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Has a chance. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys holding the big lead. And scores. Strong take.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Big finish at the rim. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Doug McDermott able to recover with the block. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello.
The Lakers didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Indiana Pacers are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Wesley Matthews truly couldn't get anything to fall in the first half.
You have to imagine his shots will start to fall. But this game has been pretty rough on him to this point.
Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lake, fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
That'll...
Hey, this up game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Indiana. Subbing in for the Lakers, number 13.
To Kyle Kuzma. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Won't go down. No good. Evans. To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Down low for Kuzma. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the 3. Kyle Kuzma is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 70% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. Knocks down all 3 at the line. And too much contact.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
To Evans. Shot won't go. To Kyle Kuzma. Hart. Miles Turner with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Evans. JaVale McGee with the block. Out of bounds. Last touch by Doug McDermott. Here's Rondo with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nice finish at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
13. That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 2.
JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Evans. Add 2 points to the board. Los Angeles, they have it. Here comes the screen. Miles Turner swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Rondo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line. Kyle Kuzma has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Pacers with the possession. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Kuzma. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Joseph with it. Down a bundle. To Turner. No, I missed a short one there. And counted at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's Lakers ball as we start the 4th quarter.
Substitutions, Indiana. Subbing in for Los Angeles, number 13.
Evans to Turner. The Pacers with 4 to shoot to Evans. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Scores from the post.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Wide open look won't go. To Kyle Kuzma for 3. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Lakers at the controls right now. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The assist from number 13.
Oh, Miles Turner. 3 for 6 now. straight on three. At the buzzer, the Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew,
The Lakers put their opponents away in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Pacers really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight, because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Check out the leading scores for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate,
Black
hold up.
Panther.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Down, go to the down. I see cause you down. Looking down, got Benjamin Franklin on my T-Bano. So drop from the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzle. Bang, I'm the play card on her. My knee longer than hair on her. That cavity, and I'm putting her that celery. Saudi Arabia, you know. You can search if you're looking for somebody.
Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. Do you have yet? Jury on Windex. Woo! 80 Lady, my Rolex. Might make back to Ben, pseudo coming out, black on black again. I might go to trim, I been built to win. I don't exit here, too much flexing here. Too much bread to get, I've been stretching up. Ain't no catching up, I don't rest enough. I don't plan for luck, I keep working hard, who keep blessing us. I'm on the 10 and I need a 10. Done made a a week. December been good to me. Not even Kendrick can humble me. 2 weeks to go do the least. Tryna become a way bigger. My teeth is like 10 apiece. TDE family to the A+, I got my grades up. I had no backup. Now run the check up. Now run the check up. The place up. The place up.
Somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I would've grown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate. Hold up. Stay down with no breaking. Go up. Top down. I've been racing. Go up. Wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up. My crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. The place up. The place up. The place up. The place up. Somebody on 10.
Originality, come on. Came to my car in the street like a cat with a saying that after me. Ain't no one after me, baby mama used to work at the Applebee's. Somebody called my phone, yeah. I'ma send that voicemail. I don't even check my voicemail. Big weight, I'ma need a horn scale. F12 Berlinetta. Like it was shorts in the winter. What turtlenecks in the summer. This here's not for beginners, yeah. Came back, went to jail, left jail, went to Benny Hunter, Kenny County. Got the swagger on me, yeah. Different fabric on me, yeah. Different on it, yeah. Married to the game, yeah. Holy matrimony, yeah. Oops, joke. Someone stage again, from up to stadium. I took my shot and
just off the 405 freeway in downtown Los Angeles. I'm at Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, between the Laker girls, the purple and gold, all the banners, all the celebs, you better stay focused.
Ed, are you reading my mind right now? There's a reason why I'm late to the game. Those Hollywood parties, nothing better. But let's get it on the court.
No distractions here tonight. Let's do this thing. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Ball to James. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Short jumper won't go down. To Kyle Kuzma. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Here's Barea.
Come on, y'all, let's go get it. Let's go.
Stepping in for the Lakers, number 13.
Ball. And scores. Great body control on the step through.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
To Lee. Offensive rebound. Right time. Right player.
Can't teach height.
Got it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lonzo controls the offense. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Here's Barea. Down 4. And scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room. Missed the foul shot.
And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker, so the Mavericks will keep the possession. Almost unlucky bounce. Ball with it up top. Leads 4. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Doncic to Lee. Here comes the screen. Lee gets it in the right corner. Trying to cash in. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Porzingis to Lee. Now ready to shoot at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Courtney Lee, couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery, hits the second free throw. Ball with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. The monster stuff.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
19-footer at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. He got it out well before the red light came on. And that extends the lead at the end of the first quarter. We're through. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as
Here we go. Into the game for LA, number 13.
and the finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Burke with it. Down 11. Nowitzki. And it's Caldwell Pope with the rebound. And the nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Hardaway. Shot clock winding down. To Nowitzki. Beyond the arc for three. That's playing with fire. Dirk Nowitzki knocks down the wide-open Jay.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Josh Hart. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Burke with it. Down a dozen. To Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Whoops. Tyson Chandler, knockout blow, slams it down.
The veteran, he's made a living by doing this for years.
Burke with it, trailing by 14. And he's going to the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
To Nowitzki. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Rondo with it. They lead it by 14. Lets it fly from long range. Powell with the rebound. Dallas has it. To Hardaway. Nowitzki. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Here comes the screen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Burke with it. Down a bundle. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Rondo with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Gets to the basket and scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Burke with it. His guys down big. Nowitzki's shot won't fall. To Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Trey Burke against Chandler. Shot from the lane won't go. Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys holding the big lead. Fires the 3. Well defended. Short jumper misses. Around the perimeter. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Good. A 3 at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. A very one-sided first half of basketball.
The Lakers
absolutely dominated the competition in the first half.
It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Mavericks did a lot of things wrong in that opening half.
At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Field goals.
As long as there's time left on the game clock, no lead is truly safe. They just have to be ready to seize every opportunity in the second half.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers dominated this, and with
first half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find.
Substitutions, Dallas. Entering the game for Los Angeles, number 13.
Sure, you want to do this? Sure.
JaVale McGee swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gets a look, can't hit. To Hardaway. Trey Burke. Off the mark, no good. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Nowitzki. Got a piece to knock it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
JaVale McGee sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Not that time. He misses. Oh, blocked away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Mavericks with the possession. To Hardaway. Sizing up the defense. Takes stock of the floor. To Nowitzki. Has a look. Not going down for him this time. To Josh Hart. Tough make through traffic.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
To Nowitzki.
I got the mismatch.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, That's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Mavericks with the basketball. To Hardaway. To Nowitzki. Oh, had him going there for a second. JaVale McGee tips it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Deshaun, almost.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
McGee powers it through.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Nowitzki. To Hardaway. Fires the three. That misses with 3 seconds left. 3 quarters complete with the Lakers in command. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter.
Substitutions, Dallas. Into the game for the
Los Angeles. They have it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Rajon Rondo.
Out of bounds, Dallas ball.
Burke with it. He'll run the offense. Barea against Chandler.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
To Luka Doncic. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Rajon Rondo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Trey Burke against the great shot blocker Chandler. Gets it in the right corner. To Luka Doncic. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
13. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3. Los Angeles Lakers are in the penalty.
Doncic. Here's a chance from long range. Missed it. And a throwdown. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. free throws here in the final minute of play.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him. All right.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
To Luka Doncic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the Lakers able to grab the rebound. 4-3. Tough shot. Well defended. From the outside, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
They'll let one fly from half court. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew,
The Lakers put their opponents away in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers
played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
I've been going and going like the Energizer. Yeah, I'm supplying no like Elijah. In the cut, no, my run a compartmentalizer. They say life is a and if that is the case, then I'm finna surprise. I know I am not an advisor, but I do advise you to pay attention. Never need to mention I'm the finna push it to the ledge. Yeah, my meds ain't got no love for the feds. Can that thing go to your head? Me watch where you tread. I'm finna kill it instead. I'm finna do it. I can never done it, and I wanna run it, and I wanna keep it going and going like infinity. Be the only entity to ever rip it apart. From the start like this, from the heart like this, finna rip it, million miles a minute, no nitrous. Do it right, just I've been down this road before. Everybody think that they do, but they don't. Swear to God that they would, but they won't. Spitting riddles in the middle of a pastime. Me and my mom feeling the vibe like yeah, finna get it like yeah. I done made $20 million. I don't flex to be acknowledged. I just put it common knowledge. All you haters been about it. You in the club throwing dollars, but I'm saving mine so my kids go to college. Or maybe whatever they wanna do. Just as long as they never say, Daddy blew $20 million. Ay, he had to flex to be acknowledged. Ay, he in the club throwing dollars and I cannot afford to send me to college. Ay, Daddy just wanna be loved, just like everybody wanna be accepted. Ay, but somehow he had neglected me and my mama for all of this rap. Ay, no I can up with that. Ay, no I can up with that. Who you know dropped the album back to back to back.
K-Spade the Prospect back today with more highlights from the one. A wizard with the ball? You be the judge. Let's take a look at these highlights. Okay, who say you got to dunk to make the highlight reel? Sometimes it's just about finishing with the right amount of finesse. And the one got it all figured out in that highlight clip, right? Okay, folks, it's K-Spade the Prospect. I'm going to get up out of here, man. K-Spade the Prospect.
I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. I wanna. Can I vibe on it? Get live.
All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. Birds in the thinking like Jodeci. I cause of my courtesy. Then do a show, pick up my currency. Versace slippers, color burgundy. Rappers be talking, think they hurting me. I took his smack, come work for me. Keep the kissing. Round the city. They looking for me. Coming up watching the on TV like that what I wanted to be. Now I'm one getting paid for it. They got us a blessing to see. Doing shows I'm on stage for. Saint Laurent on my feet.
Got you. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. I wanna. Can I vibe on it? Get live.
I told that for me. Drop my top, now I'm. A lot of these rappers getting old to me. Publishing, you owe it to me. I'm dropping the top and showing it. Run to the money, we tryna get fit. I my mind and I had a vision. And then I arrived with 25. We sell out the whole facility. Not liking your vibe, your energy. I came from the with Kimberly. Assembly, we had a good time. My loyalty. Get on my knee, praying to God to cover me.
I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Saint Laurent on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. I wanna. Can I vibe on it? Get live. Homeside, yeah. Give me right, yeah.
If young Metro don't trust you, homie.
Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to?
Straight.
Do you know?
Me and my best friend, 7-Eleven. We can go legend. We can go legend. We can go legend. We can
the drill, this the real thing.
Won by the Phoenix Suns.
Substitutions, Phoenix. Subbing in for Los Angeles,
Crawford. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Phoenix ball. To Kelly Oubre. Crawford. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. To Ball. Has a look. Ball shot off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Has a chance, not that time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Fires the three, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Count the basket inside.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Kelly Oubre. Driving right to the basket. The screen sets him up for two.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Ball with it up top. The score 10-8. Here comes the screen. Nice pass to get things going.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Watch that cover.
To Crawford. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. First quarter is complete. The Lakers have the lead. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
And when both...
Hey, this our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
into the game for the Phoenix Suns, number 20, John Jackson. Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 13.
To Caldwell Pope.
That's his first personal foul.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's got two shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. To Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker to Jackson. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
To Booker. No good. No daylight. Great defense. To Kyle Kuzma. He gets it.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Suns control the possession. To Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Josh Jackson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%, and he can't convert the free throw. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Now the Suns going to signal for a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner
To Booker.
receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Josh Jackson to Booker. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. From long range. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. To Kyle Kuzma. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen.
Remaining in the second quarter.
Here comes the screen. Rondo, defended by Jackson. Trying to cash in. And the rebound taken down by the Suns. Booker with it. Trailing by 11. To Marcus Smart. Here's Jackson down low. Not that time. To Caldwell Pope. Has a look. Just off the mark. To Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker to Jackson. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Hart. Count the bucket for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Count it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Into the front court, it's Booker. Down 11. Has a chance. Smart shot, no good. Nothing going here on that drive. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Count the basket at the rim. Kyle Kuzma pins it. Time expires to end the first half. So far, it's been all Lakers.
The Lakers absolutely dominated the competition in the first half.
It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Phoenix Suns were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 13. Entering
To Booker. Goes to the left side.
number 16.
Booker to Beasley. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
No good and no foul. To Booker. Beyond the arc for 3. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Nice pass to set things up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Beasley. Tyson Chandler with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
LBJ with it. LeBron James. He's now 5 for 6.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Screen coming. Booker defended by Tyson Chandler. for three, and the Lakers clear. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end with the Lakers in command. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on.
Substitutions, Phoenix. Subbing in.
Los Angeles, they have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Jamal Crawford. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Is in for 2.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Phoenix has the ball. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Crawford to Mikal Bridges. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. So it stays with Phoenix. JaVale McGee tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The assist from number 9, Rajon Rondo.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
20-footer at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long.
The Lakers won this matchup with a significant margin. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game prep. Fast break points.
The Phoenix Suns can look back at this game and point to their poor transition defense as the primary reason for today's loss. Too often, they found themselves out of position once the outlet passes were finding their intended targets.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you wish you never play me? Had no time for that. Play me, got no time for that. How could you move it like you call you back? Leave me alone. Got no time for that. You was my little, I was fine with that. How you just gon' play me? I ain't fine with that. Thinking about you daily, crazy while I'm flexing. Oh, we was flexing. Always I told you that you be a star. Goals in our checklist. Question or check your message. Knew that I come from the start. Or she was texting. She called. Leaving them gone. Dropping the top of my car, ayy. I cannot click, man, she playing her part, yeah. Ayy, life is new, I like dark, ayy. Asking myself, how I she leave her like in the dark, like leave me alone. Running out the box, leave me alone. You done a what? Leave me alone. Running out the box, leave me alone. Yeah. You can't play me, I'm just till I'm lazy like a throwback. You ain't know that. My like I'm Lil Kodak. No, where it ain't good at. I can't sweat you. I'm like who that? I can't sweat you. I don't.
Maxo, bust down, Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down, weigh it up, bust it down, open up, seal up, then up, it's a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even hear, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down, it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play, really no buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma bust down, seal up, bust down, break it down, bust down, wait up, 30.